hello. Welcome in to the Eric St. Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the Impact Power Sports studio, the swanky Impact Power Sports studio. I regret to inform you that I did not fix my hair before this show started, and that's going to break some of your hearts. Sorry about that. It still looks impeccable, but it's basically how I looked when I slept. Which, yesterday, my God, Diana said to me after my nap, well, I guess you needed it. I was like, at 2 p.m., I was like, okay, I just need a little nappy poo. No biggie. And that was at like 2:15. The next thing I know, it's 5:15. And I'm like, what have I done? You needed it. You needed it. You've been working hard. And I'm like, well, that's always very relative. It's not. No, I cannot accept that. I cannot accept this as hard. We talked about it yesterday. It's just whatever. It is what it is. 90 minutes after waking up, I'm at the arena getting ready to go out onto the ice. And I look in the mirror, and there's still lines on my face because I didn't move when I slept. I didn't like roll over at all. I just slept for 3 hours in one spot. I'm a side sleeper. So the side of my face, it's got the lines from like the pillow or whatever the hell it was. And I'm like, my God, this is never coming up. I actually made wrinkles that will be there forever. Oh, boy. And then I was so out of it for extended time after that I just felt like out of sorts, just a disaster. And then I don't think I fully was awake until I laid down to go to sleep after the hockey game. Then I was like wide awake. I was, oh my God. And then at the game, Griff and Finn attacked me again. I didn't expect that one to go the way it did because Finn was on the other side of the ice, the other side of the rink, doing his thing. And, oh, God, hang on. I still got the phones on forward. I should not do that. Somebody just reached out to me, a listener in northern Michigan. He's on the other side of the ice, and he's got a bunch of props with him because they were doing this thing on the ice where they're like with a giant boxing glove and whatnot. And I'm way over by where I go in, and then Finn sees me. And at about the same time, Griff sees me, so he's going to come running over too. I'll share that video with you right now. This is how this unfolded yesterday. Kuiper says, hell of a punch that Finn hit you with. I don't know if you can see it entirely, his punch that he hit me with, because the camera work was kind of off on this. But this is how it went. There's no audio. God damn it. There should be audio here. Is there even audio from me? Still got people calling me. They shouldn't be calling me. Why can't I hear that? I should be able to hear that. Kenny says he heard it. Why didn't I hear it? That's so bizarre. All right. Well, anyway, this is the video. I go down. My God. Yeah, I went down pretty hard. And then Finn keeps punching me. Here comes Griff. Going to mix it up with him. The fans are going berserk. It was awesome. It's always a good show. I got to say. Q100, hey.
Hey, I just called to see if I could get the Riding the Storm Out with Ario still played.
I'm off the air, but I can pass it along.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I know you guys were hammered with
yeah.
today.
I know you got in a little. Is this Bill?
Yeah, I got in late.
Yeah, Bill, and there was a ton of people ahead of you. I couldn't put you up to the front of the line.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. So, but if not, I'll try to get it tomorrow, or I'll pass it along to Joe Mama.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. You have a wonderful day, sir.
All right, buddy. You too. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
Now, I took the phones off forward, so that should stop. The problem is sometimes it doesn't work, and then the phones are not on forward, or they are on forward, and I don't want them to be on forward. And then they keep calling me through all hours of the day. Hey, man, you play Ario Speedwagon Riding the Storm Out? And then they're like, hey, how come the phones are on forward? I'm like, I don't have them on forward. Here we go. Q100, hi.
Man,
I'm sorry?
I'm at Detroit. Hey, what you talking about? I'm Detroit.
Who is this?
And this is Greg. Gummy Facture Love.
Greg, hey buddy, are you okay?
Well, I'm living in North Michigan and I'm fucking in love. I need people to talk to me.
You need people to talk to you.
Yeah, sir. I'm a veteran, and there's things that nobody talks about.
Greg, are you okay? Do you need me to help you? You sound like you're in bad shape.
Well, this is Zane in it.
Yes, sir.
Man, I love your recon because I'm all American. And what we're going down is disturbing.
So, Greg, this is what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to spend the rest of the day drinking only water.
Well, they could get you in the fathers.
So can you do that for me? Can you drink only water?
Oh, I drink the fucking expired and the water, man. Like I said, they get drugs, and then they get them.
Look, I'm going to call you back later on, Greg. I appreciate you, though, okay?
Hey, man. Like I said, you Zane, man. You make me pain.
Thank you, Greg. I hope to see you soon.
God bless you.
All right, buddy. See you.
Love it, man.
Bye. Now, I think that guy, I've heard that there's potential that guy would call before. Heavy drinker, I guess. I'm assuming. I don't know. Megan is going full show mom on us with ask if you can call him help. Yeah, unless there's like a new liver that we can just install, I don't think there's going to be a lot of help for Greg there. Megan also writes, maybe take Greg off the podcast and ask if you can send someone to check on him. Well, again, unless if it's someone to, I don't know, bring him beer, I don't think he's going to be interested. Dave says, what is going on today? Yeah, that's what I'm asking too. I'm getting phone calls on my phone. Rich says, Rich is picking a fight with Megan and writes, don't tell EZ how to run his show. When it says maybe take Greg off the podcast, what she's saying there is, get him off the podcast. That's what that means. If someone ever says to you, yeah, maybe what they're telling you is, do this. Nick chimes in with a horrible comment. Just sounded like your average northern Michigander to me. That is not true. Megan says, oh, for fuck's sake. You know that's not how I said it. Well, all I can read is, maybe take Greg off the podcast. Okay, let's say it was nice. Let's say it was, maybe take Greg off the podcast and ask if you can send someone to check on him. Yeah. You know, no. I'm not gonna, I think he's fine. I think he's, I think he's in an okay spot right now. I don't think he's up for anybody to help him. Rich says he knows he's not trying to pick a fight with Megan. Kenny says that is so not fine. Well, maybe to him it is. Who am I to judge someone for what they do during a day? You know? I'm sure if Greg wanted to pick up the ball and run with it and turn his life around, there's nothing stopping him. But anyway, thanks for calling, Greg. I sure hope I stop getting phone calls. I swear to God, I took the phones off forward. And the thing is, if I don't take the phones off forward, I get in trouble. Like, I get yelled at. See, it says call forwarding. It's not toggled. If I hit this toggle, then it's forwarded. We don't want that. I was informing you all the other day about how Red Wings prospect Griffin's goalie Sebastian Cossa, after the period ends, I wander over to the area where he is taking off his gear to go recover from the first period and get ready for the second period. Giant man. He's 6'6", 6'7". Really nice too. He sees me and I'm waiting for him to get out of the way because he's so damn big. And he knows I sit next to the scorer's table. And he says, hey, the other team had 3 more shots than what's registered. This is important to him because it helps his average. Like if he gives up like 1 goal and 35 shots, that's an excellent percentage. So he wants the shot number to be as high as possible. Those numbers get him to the NHL quicker. He informs me, the other team had 3 more shots. So one time, I went over to the scorer's table and I said to Josie, I go, hey, Cossa wants 3 more shots. And she put him up. So then he skates out. He sees that he has more shots. He like pumps his fist from the goal crease. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Now it's a regular thing. The other day, he's like, 2 more. I'm like, oh boy. I go over, I tell Josie. Josie says, well, I can't do it because I got yelled at last time. If I do it now, I'm going to get yelled at again. So she turned her back and I like hit the button a couple times for scores. Tick, tick. The lady up top at the scorer's table, the official scorer's table, she calls down, "Why did that number go up?" Like, oh, fuck. That period ends. I go back to take another leak. And this time he goes, three more. And I'm like, oh, shit. We did not increase the number that time. I went back to the scorer's table. I didn't even say anything. Yesterday, I'm like, I got to do something because I don't want to have this interaction every damn time. So I took a different route. And I wandered over to a different area to go to the restroom. But when I'm going to the restroom, I'm able to look down the hall where he is. So totally different perspective. And he's taking off his gear, and I'm not going to interact with him now. So problem solved. But I noticed he's looking up the walkway where I come down to see if he's actually looking for me. And he's like, where is he? Where is he? Because I gotta do this. I gotta tell him how many more shots. Joe Martinez writes he needs to worry about stopping goals than what shots were on goal. Well, that's true. He didn't have his best game yesterday, but they ended up winning. It was thrilling, by the way. It was really thrilling because the team was down 3-1. And the Griffins have this young guy named Jonathan Berggren, who probably should be in the NHL right now. He had a hat trick. And he scored a goal with 12 seconds left to tie it. And that was just awesome. And then in overtime, the Griffins won it. Fans loved that. It was a good time. One of the things I do at the start of every period is we do this loudest section contest. And on the big board, it says loudest section. And then I say, ladies and gentlemen, the Griffins have teamed up with Corewell Health with microphones all around the arena looking for the loudest section. On your mark, get set, go. And then it gets really loud. And then we have the loudest section. It's pre-planned, but we just make it sound like we figured it out right then and there. And the winning section is section 222. You've just won a $10 gift card or some shit like that. So for years, I've done this. We've teamed up with Corewell Health with microphones all around the arena. So the idea is, the microphones are on, and there's no microphones. It's just a way to, it's theater of the mind. But people actually think that there's microphones. Well, all of the times I've done that, I've said the same thing. But there was one time in particular, for some reason, I said, I don't know why, but I said, we've teamed up with Corewell Health. And instead of with microphones all around the arena, I said microwaves all around the arena. And people were like, what? What? Microwaves? What is wrong with you? So that was great. And I've been beaten up plenty since that happened. Yesterday, I changed it up because that was an accident. But this time, I did it on purpose. And not everybody knew what I said. It was another word that started with micro. Brandon, I'll tell you what the word is in a second. Brandon, the guy who runs, is kind of like my boss. When I said it, he goes, did you just say microdose? I go, yeah. He goes, what is a microdose? I go, somebody will explain it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've teamed up with Corewell Health. There's microdoses all around the arena. Looking for the loudest section. On your mark, get set, go! One of the refs, he skates over, and, the little hole that he can talk into so I hear him, He goes, did you just say microdose? I go, yeah. He goes, ah! Fantastic. Cole suggests working micro penis in. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Micro bus? We can throw in micro bus, micro dose, microwaves. We got a chatty bunch of people here today. Ryan continues. He's one of the writers for Big Fraud News Network, who posted another masterpiece yesterday. You can see it on my subreddit. And in it was the discussion about how the scrolling font at the bottom, the scrolling text, became invisible because the text color is white and the Costco table is white. So it became invisible. That became a big focus of the article. So I was like, yeah, you're right. That does do that. I should change that. So what did I do today? I changed it. So now you can see it again, kind of. I mean, it fades in and out, you know. We're getting to a point when everybody's extremely comfortable, when all they want to do, rather than listen to the show and enjoy it, is, talk about stupid shit and nitpick your old pal EZ. Ryan writes, we got some new scrolling text I see. Getting pressure from the media. Then he writes, the black font is completely lost in the dark objects, including your sweatshirt. This looks like an update to our top news story. Yes, but it's not completely lost. You can read it perfectly, you fucking moron. Jesus. David in Hudsonville says the chat is out of hand today. Oh, yeah. They think they're all goddamn stars. Every one of these people thinks that they're hilarious. You got Megan asking me to do a fucking drug intervention with some Yahoo 200 miles away from me. You got Rich picking fights with her. Kenny's here. That's always a problem. So, yeah, it's fucking terrible. The worst. Megan says, shit, I'm on a magazine cover. I am a star. Yeah, but it was like fucking Used Car Magazine or Tech Times or some piece of shit like that. Like anybody gives a fuck. Stevie says Megan has been on a billboard. Yeah, whatever. Johnny B0 says the absolute worst. Joe Martinez says, let me join in then. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Amy says, but everyone makes me laugh. The comments are hilarious. Tyler says, uh-oh, just got here. To Easy yelling at the chat. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, man. I had some drunk bastard call me up. Was sloppily talking on the podcast. He thought that he was calling the radio station, whatever the fuck. And Megan is like, oh, we gotta help him. I'm gonna send him a free oil change. Oh my God. Kenny says shots fired for no reason. Absolutely a reason. You're here. That's a reason. Aram is here. We haven't heard from him in a while. He probably wants his ass kicked too. Rebecca says LOL. I don't know if Rebecca heard our conversation yesterday on Patreon about penis size of our African-American brothers. Reason why I say that is because Rebecca is married to a sweet African-American gentleman. Joe Martinez says, are you going 2 hours today or cutting it short? Rich says, Kenny says, you want me to leave? You want me to leave? Rich says, offended Kenny. What a surprise. Well, you never know. Kenny can start a day like in a fantastic mood, and then in an instant, with the snap of your fingers, it goes rage, like instant red line. He's slamming the door again. His parents are in the other room. He cranks up the rage against the machine. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. God. Kenny writes, I'm totally behaving myself when I get a Kenny's here. That's always a problem. Johnny recommends that you simply roll with it. Ryan says, careful, if you pound that fold out too hard, it could cave in on itself. It is not true. Only if it was flipped over. You see, this is an excellent table. I don't know why my Costco table gets so much heat. Again, this is proof that the show is just going up in a straight line, meteoric rise. Because people are picking on me for things like text color. You're so comfortable, you're beating me up over the goddamn color of the text. The table I'm broadcasting from, the decor on the walls. My God. Username 12989 says, hey, I used to work at Costco. We sell quality fold-out tables. You're damn right you do. My God. Tables, blue jeans, dress pants. God damn. Bob says, with the new angle, the scroll should be on top. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. How about right here? This is a good spot for it. It's impossible for it to go appropriately throughout the room. Maybe I should increase the size of it, of the font. There you go. This will work. If you're listening to the audio podcast, the font is gigantic. We can go with this going forward. All right, I can't do that. Let's see, font size. All right, that there. I'll bring it down here, and away we go. Ryan says, Jesus Christ, you're a rock star, Big Fraud Zane. Stevie says, Ryan, I checked the subreddit yesterday, and I didn't see your expose. Is it there now? It absolutely is, and boy, is it long. Ryan says, I wrote a fair and balanced report about all of your recent complaints. I have no problem with the fold-out. You do what you got to do. Bob says the text is moving too slow. I don't know how to speed it up. Okay. Should be. I just can't read. Font size, font style. I don't know. Fuck it. I got a better idea. I'll just make it go away for now. You bunch of nitpickers. I can't have that. All right. So I hope the audio works for this because I was having a problem earlier. But in Grand Haven, Michigan, some lady's looking out her window, and she notices something odd on the beach. She's like, oh, my God. What the hell is that? Is that like a body or something?
That there are lots of large
well, yeah, it's a carcass. Now, but the problem is no one knows what type of carcass it is. The first thing I thought was a goat.
Legend has it that there are lots of large and mysterious creatures lurking under Lake Michigan, but it's what's washed up on the lakeshore today that...
That is so screwed up. I cannot hear I know you guys can hear it, but I can't hear the audio anymore. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Volume mixer. Okay. Now we got it. Okay, so the lady looks out. She's like, what the hell is that? Oh, my God, this is crazy.
Legend has it that there are lots of large and mysterious creatures lurking under Lake Michigan, but it's what's washed up on the lakeshore today that's got everyone talking.
This guy always sounds like he's special to me. Like like there's something going on. You know, every time I hear this guy talk.
We do want to warn some viewers might find some of these images disturbing. On the shores of Lake Michigan, a storm stretches for miles.
It's been pretty nasty with the wind and the rain all day. So
this one was different.
Again, this morning, watching the storm, watching the waves, and even though the windows were covered with rain, I could see something down the beach that looked unfamiliar, odd.
Something strange washed ashore on the beaches in Grand Haven.
Couldn't tell what it was.
What? Okay. I don't know why they're showing this. I don't know why they're doing this. This is gross. And it makes me feel bad. Whatever that is dead.
So I walked down and took a couple pictures. And
I'm surprised we don't see Megan running into the shot to try to revive it or offer it help or get like the National Guard to try to bring it back to life or some shit.
Carcass, but it's not clear what it is.
Initially, I thought it was a cow from this distance. And then I'm like, no.
No, it's a former Zaniac.
It's not a cow. Walked down, took the pictures, and I thought it was a goat. The internet thinks otherwise, that it's a deer, and I don't really know what it is.
Sheila Schmidt has lived here for 9 years.
Look at that. Look at the waves there. Jesus.
And seen it all. But this, she says, this is a first.
Oh, yeah, when you get down there and you're up close enough to it, you can tell that...
I think that is a goat, don't you?
There is still some hair on it, which is the darker, but for the most part, it's probably been in the water for quite some time. And
yeah, I don't know why they felt the need that this has to be a story. Some guy, it's a slow news day when some asshole does a news story because there's a dead creature on the beach.
And a lot of the hair is no longer...
Look at all the angles they got for it. Jesus.
There.
She hopes that this isn't someone's family animal, but if it is...
It'd be nice for them to know that
it's dead on the beach and bloated and on the news.
They can say goodbye.
Schmidt has called different local and state agencies in hopes of getting it cleaned up. She says at this time, no one is coming forward.
Yeah, just do it yourself.
Reporting in studio, I'm Matt Whitkos, Fox 17 News.
Yeah, just get a fucking, get your grandkid's wagon, wheel it out there, put on some rubber gloves. You and someone else pick the damn thing up, put it in there, and then bury it. It's a good thing Nikki isn't here because, well, I mean, maybe if she was here, she could, tell us what that is. Molly says, better than hearing about drug overdoses. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the context. Ryan says, mysterious creature washed ashore at Lake Michigan, suspected to be alien handiwork. after bizarre mutilation. Now that would have been news. Chris says she would not like to see that. Well, yeah, I know, but I wanted to ID it because they seem to be having a hard time. Why is it so hard for these people to ID this thing? Megan said Matt Whitcoast needed a change from Ottawa Impact coverage. That's true. He's all over it. Maureen says, Nikki got new baby goats. They're so cute. All right. Yeah, I don't know why that was a news story. That they chose to focus on that. Very strange. All right, moving on. The world of entertainment. The latest horror movie based on Disney characters, Bambi, The Reckoning. I don't really understand how this is allowed to happen, how all these beloved characters can become horror films. I mean, someone owns this. Isn't it something about after a certain amount of time, it enters the public domain? That, I mean, I know those words, but I don't know why that is. So does that mean just because time passes, it becomes no longer yours and the world can do what they want with it? There was the Winnie the Pooh horror movie. There's, I think, a Mickey Mouse one that's coming out, or a Steamboat Willie one that's coming out. Tyler writes, people want to ruin everyone's childhood memories of these beloved characters, LOL. Tyler is the one who sent me the story. In fact, the people who make these films are hoping to have an entire universe of these characters called the Pooniverse. I'm not kidding you. Every upcoming movie in the Winnie the Pooh horror crossover, I think there's a Peter Pan one that they're working on. And also, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is the name of it. This is the no doubt shitty trailer for the Bambi film. Bambi, The Reckoning, official teaser trailer. You know, now I don't know anything about this film, but I would think that the storyline that makes the most sense is Bambi gets revenge on the hunters, right? Which I know Aram here in the chat would love that, because he is the one that's always saying, yeah, hunting is the worst thing ever. And, you know, what would happen if the deer had guns and other ludicrous things like that? So I imagine that Aram might go to this film and, you know, be so goddamn happy with that, with this movie, if it is like that. Now, I don't know that it's about that, but that's the logical storyline. Let's check it out and see if that's what they're thinking.
The Black Key.
That's unfortunate. I don't care about the Black Keys. Okay, that looks like a pheasant on a tree. Dark setting. Okay. They're shooting at it.
You have a
See?
shot there.
See, that's I predicted it. I haven't watched this. I just assumed that would be the logical context of the film.
No. Have you? Yeah. Once.
Oh, he killed Bambi's mom. So the guy's just lining up, take a shot. That's it. Oh! Bambi just flipped over a car. Bambi has turned into a big fucking buck. And he's mean. All right, now we're talking. Oh, I know Aram's got a boner right now. He might even be pounding his pud. Wait a minute. Ryan says Bambi has turned into a man. Wasn't Bambi always male? Are you saying that Bambi was a female or just grew up? You're confusing me with the. You're kind of annoying me today. Johnny says, "Oh shit, I'm watching that." Oh, goddamn right. Bambi's definitely a boy. You kind of threw me off the trail there. You made it seem like maybe Bambi was transgendered or something like that. But that's exciting. Maureen says we haven't heard from Aram in a while. He just chatted with us. He just put up a bullseye there. He said a couple of things here today. Are you guys okay on the chat today? It seems like everyone's a little off. I mean, I'm not. I am on the top of my game as always. You all just seem like you're kind of fucked up. And I don't know if I care for it. You've got Megan trying to save the world. You got Kenny being his usual whiny ass bitch because he got picked on and he's a stupid dumbass. You got Ryan trying to take over the goddamn show talking about his dumbass articles. Maureen doesn't know what planet she's on. Linda says, drunk dude messed up our vibe. No, he improved it. That was fantastic. Johnny says, yeah, I stopped in just to see what's what, and everyone seems off. Yeah, absolutely. You're not. David in Hudsonville says, yes, crazy Chad. What gives? Yeah, I don't know. These people are fucked up. I mean, it's like they're going out of their way to become kind of like, the second-tiered audience. They want the Q100 audience to be above them or something. They're actually working hard to alienate me. Megan writes, do you want to go to Delaware to swim with otters with me, EZ? That's very random. Very random. I love otters, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can go. Take pictures. I didn't know you could do that. People can swim with otters. I think that would be a way to steal an otter. Who wouldn't want to do that? Steal an otter? They're adorable. All right. For those of you that are getting the show on Facebook and X, it's time to go. Thank you for being here. Join me on the Patreon. We have the bonus podcast today, and then the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast coming up on Sunday. It'll be a Big Fraud Sunday, along with Who Are These Zanes? That will be featured on Sunday first, and then we'll go over to the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. I don't have a time yet. I think maybe like 11. We shall see. That comes up on Sunday. But for now, you folks on Facebook and X, thank you so much, but have a great day. Facebook and Twitch brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. X brought to you by Blue Frost IT. Follow me on those platforms, Facebook, X, YouTube, at Eric Zane Show, and Instagram, at Eric Zane Show. Excuse me. Okay. So the Griffins win that game yesterday. That was awesome. Very exciting. Fans loved it. A lot of people there. Good times. The open and live stream of this show brought to you this time around by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Lovely Megan, saving the world one drunk at a time. Go see her today, 616-532-6600, or call her up just to say hi. Irvines.com is her website, ervines.com. That's ervines.com. 616-532-6600. Get your car repaired at Irvine's. They've got free loaner cars. They're awesome and just a great group to work with. Green Medicine Shop. Cannabis users, this is where you go. No matter how you consume, whether it be edibles, whether it be you're smoking, or maybe it's CBD products, they have it all at Green Medicine Shop. This is a medicinal facility, so you do not have to pay the 10% excise tax that goes into recreational cannabis. It's cleaner, less yeast, less mold in their products. Has to be, because that's a standard for medicinal cannabis. You do have to have a med card to buy it. You can get it on their website, thegreenmedicineshop.com. It'll set you back $90, but when you get it through their website, you get a $100 in-store credit. Their website is thegreenmedicineshop.com if you want more details, and they are in Greenville, Michigan. So you got to head up the road north of GR, or I guess depending on where you're coming from, and head over there. One location right in Greenville, Michigan. Tag Accounting. We are days away from the tax deadline. Call Tag Accounting from no matter where you are in the U.S., 616-301-9516 to get started on your taxes. There's still time to do this. You're like, God, what am I going to do? Maybe I just won't file or some nonsense like that. No. Gather up all your W-2s or W-4s or whatever the W they are. I don't know. The ones you get from your boss at the end of the year. Get that over to Tag Accounting. But start with a phone call. Once you call, say, hey, I'm a new customer. Eric Zane sent me. They'll tell you everything you need to know. You are in good hands. Trust me. 616-301-9516. All things insurance. Frank, I'm jacked. Fuss. Go to buyinsurancehere.com for more information. Whether it's Medicare, setting up your Social Security, whether it's buying insurance through the marketplace, life insurance, car insurance, home insurance, Frank does it all. His website, buyinsurancehere.com, B-U-Y, insurancehere.com. Quick break. Easy's got to go tinkle. I'll let you stoners all talk to each other and have a little bit of an intermission. Johnny's leaving us. He's going out to have his day. Joe Martinez says, the Griffins almost lost to a last-place team, senor. Yeah, that's hockey. I heard from a buddy of mine who's he's like real bullish about politics, which, I usually don't, go and tell people what to do. God, I'm hearing something. I can hear like a voice. What the fuck is wrong with me? What is playing? I don't know what. So annoying. Anyway, can you imagine if, I was talking to you on the phone and I said, "Hey, I'm expecting you to become to vote for what I want you to vote for." I mean, nobody would dream of doing that. No one does that. Out of the blue, I haven't talked to this guy I probably talk to this guy like once a month. And prior to that, we had gone a long spell without talking. So it's all like low key. Out of the blue, I get, how is Biden working out for you? And he sends me a meme about something about a robbery squad, which that's the first time I've heard that term, robbery squad. And it's images of people all wearing like masks. And they're being searched, and they all have brown faces, and it's any stock footage to make it look. This is something about the anti-immigration thing that's been going on. That's been really ramping up lately. Anti-immigration and undocumented people. That's been so big. So he sends me this Police warn Americans to prepare for robbery squads with what looks like all sorts of men from various countries from south of the border. Now, this is just one of those bullshit fear things. And I'm like, who the fuck would just go out of the way to send that to me? And I wrote back, I sent a meme with everybody attacking the Capitol. And it says, why would I worry about who's crossing the border when these assholes are already here? He writes, so-and-so, who is so-and-so's partner, was faced with a robbery squad. I wrote, yeah, that's not good. Because, and then after I sent that one that said, why would I worry about who's crossing the border when these assholes are already here? I wrote, LOL. That was my attempt to keep it light. He writes, so-and-so was faced with a robbery squad. And I wrote, damn, that's not good. And I'm hoping this ends. He follows up with, not a lot of LOLing happening. Thanks, Biden. So I then wrote, what's a robbery squad? And I couldn't believe he said this. He says, I don't have much info. I'll inquire. I'll let you know. I'm hoping Republicans are in your future. And I'm like, who the fuck would do that? What? I did not respond. He writes this. Yeah, I got more info about the robbery squad. So-and-so's home got broken into. He can't be, first words, he can't be sure, but it was 3 months back when it was thought a coordinated group of bad guys from South America were hitting homes. He has no cameras, so he couldn't verify. They tossed his propane tank through his back door of glass and went upstairs and took what they could peddle fast. So someone got robbed. And there's no cameras. How the fuck are you able to tell me the origin of these people that robbed someone? I'm telling you, it is gone now. The focus is no longer on gays and transgender people. Now it's my Mexican brothers and sisters. They still hate the transgender people, but they're coming for you, Joe Martinez. These crazy fucking bastards hate you. I wonder, Joe, being where you are, not far from me, have you ever gotten any type of aggressive talk from people because your heritage is Mexican? People, have they ever said anything to you or treated you poorly? Have you been a victim of racial discrimination in any way? God forbid if that poor son of a bitch who tries to say something sideways to Joe Martinez. Oh, my God, you're going to get a Dos Equis can shoved up your asshole. Cole says these texts sound like a typical drunk Michigan guy. You'd be surprised who they came from. That person who sent that is highly educated, very, very wealthy. Very wealthy. I will say no more. Megan says when Trump was here, that's all he talked about, but never said a word about domestic violence. Kyle says GOP realize they will always lose when they try to take on us rainbow flag wavers. Chris writes, they cooked some empanadas while they were in the kitchen and left a mess. Clearly South American. Rebecca says, can't possibly be white people that robbed him. Joe writes, F them. I'll shoot each one of them. Yeah, I just find my buddy, and I'm like, yeah, no cameras, and the home got broken into. What in God's name? Why would it have? This is ridiculous. There is such a vibrant attempt to vilify my Mexican, Honduran, Guatemalan, Colombian, Chilean, Ecuadorian brothers and sisters. Brazilian. I don't know if there's too many Brazilians coming to the U.S., but God damn. What a fucking disaster. Maureen says, I just do not understand the thought process. Someone goes through to look at someone's skin and decides, I'm better than you. That's the thing. My buddy there, when you're that wound up in it, doesn't really realize how badly they're showing their ass. And every time I have these interactions, a little bit more of the friendship erodes, and I'm just less likely to reach out to you. This person was super aggressive during COVID. And every day I'd wake up to a new anti-Whitmer thing. And I remember I was still getting them despite me saying, yeah, my mom is dying of this right now. Can you leave me alone? Can you stop sending me these things? And it's like, and then there's like a period of time where like I'm like, I've had enough. And I stopped talking to the guy. And then one reason or another, we get back together. And now today I wake up and for some reason out of the blue, I get this crazy ass thing. I don't know. Maybe he saw my post yesterday about Trump lying his ass off about reaching out to the Garcia family in Grand Rapids. Bulls on Parade says, swap out the ones trying to come over the border to work with the lazy fucks here that want to sit on their asses and do nothing. I mean, if you were to take, if it was reversed, if let's say the Eric Zane Show podcast is powered by the Eufy Video Smart Lock E330. This thing's amazing. These people sent me one, and I'm so happy. I love it so much. It's a lock. It's a 2K camera. It's a doorbell. 3-in-1, triple security. You know, a lot of the times when you buy something that's like a camera so you can see who's at your door, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee. That is not the case with the Eufy Video Smart Lock E330. And by the way, I want you to search EUFY Video Lock. That's EUFY Video Lock. Or visit eufyofficial.com/video lock to see how you can gain complete control of your door. The Eufy Video Lock is easy to install, set up with just a Phillips screwdriver, no drilling required. Thank goodness, because if I did that, there'd be holes all over the place. It'd be horrible. Keyless entry, no more fumbling for the keys when your hands are full. Never worry about the kids losing keys or passing among the renters. 1 second unlocking with, get this, AI self-learning chip embedded. The more you use it, the more accurate it will be. It's fingerprint recognition on this thing. You gotta try this out. Search Eufy Video Lock. That's EUFY Video Lock. Or go to eufyofficial.com/video lock. Full 3-in-1 triple security with Eufy. Mexico was the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we wanted to get in there. And there's 100 million white people that want to go to Mexico. There's going to be some bad people that go into Mexico. It's the same thing now with all those people coming in from south of the border. The lion's share of those people, 99.99% of them, are just people that would like to live a better life and work hard and live the American dream. That's it. You can't tell me otherwise. The only way you'll find out is if you were to take 100,000 people and say, show of hands, which one of you are planning on being part of the cartel and running drugs and murdering people? That's the only way you can find this out. Otherwise, and that's not going to work. So otherwise, all you're doing is just spewing out bullshit that you have no proof of anything. Okay? You're just jumping on to the talking points that have been put out by Trump and all the fucking wacko Republicans right now. That's all you're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if my pal who sent that, if that term robbery squad is just the latest, flavor of the month. Now, there is a story that I saw that is in the local Detroit TV websites, or they're talking about it, how one of the sheriffs said, yes, there are some Chileans who are breaking into homes, and that they're very tactical about it. And, but, I mean, Jesus Christ, that happens all the time. Homes get burglarized all the goddamn time. You just hope that you got some good infrastructure set up in your home to keep that from happening. But I don't think we then go ahead and say, yes, but so now no one else can be into the United States. We can't let anyone in. Close the border, seal the border. Chris says, robbery squad sounds like something from Truth Social. I guarantee you. And it's just a clever way of saying something. It's just a way to, it's a racist slur is what it is. Just like how whenever any of these right-wing assholes say DEI, hire, they have taken the term DEI and made it a racist term. What they're saying is they're too afraid to say the N-word. So if there's something that they don't like, let's say a black person does something that they don't like, crazy white guy will say, yeah, that's a DEI hire. Now, what he's saying there is, yes, that's an N-word. That's what they do now. That's a new thing. So if anybody you know starts to work in, who's generally stupid to begin with, starts working DEI into their lexicon, they're saying the N-word. DEI was set up, and it still is, until, again, this word was hijacked by crazy white people, to stand for diversity, equity, and inclusion, meaning that people of color get a fair shake, that everyone is welcome. That's all that stands for. So it makes sense then that the OGs of changing DEI into the N-word, Ottawa Impact, they went in and they wiped out the DEI office of Ottawa County. That's the first thing they did day one. They took away the slogan, where you belong, destroyed the DEI office and fired everybody. And then they changed the slogan of the county to where freedom rings. My God. All right. That's really bothering me because my buddy went out of his way to put that in front of me. It's like, I don't care about this. What makes you think I care any bit about this? Jesus. Very, very dumb. All right. I meant to get to this yesterday, but did not. So a lady owns a piece of property with nothing on it. And she says, I'm ready to build a home. This is in Hawaii, Honolulu. She goes, I'm going to build this home on a piece of property. Who knows what she's doing with it? Maybe she's going to rent it out to people. Pretty penny to buy to build a home in Honolulu. So she built the home and she goes to check it out. And, well, there's a problem. The builder built the home on the wrong piece of property.
Accusations and legal action are firing up on Hawaii after a construction company built a $500,000 house on the wrong lot. Now, the lot owner doesn't want the house, and she's being sued. Our Daryl Huff reports from the Big Island.
It's being called a $500,000 mistake. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on a 1-acre.
I love how they have the when in Rome thing going with the news reporter. He's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt.
acre lot in Puna's Hawaiian Paradise Park, and it could cost a lot of people a lot more than that as they head to court to sort it out. In 2018, when she took this video, Ann Reynolds thought she'd found the perfect, serene 1-acre lot to host her meditative healing women's retreats because of the natural foliage and alignment of all the right spiritual and astronomical elements.
Oh, boy.
There's a sacredness to it. And the one that I chose to buy, that had all the right qualities.
The price was also right, available in a county tax auction for about $22,000. But while she waited in California through the pandemic for the right time to use it...
That's pretty good. An acre lot in Hawaii, for $22,000?
This happened. The lot was bulldozed and a house rose on the property without her knowing about it until she got a call last year from a real estate broker who'd learned the mistake.
And then he informed me, well, I just sold a house and it happens to be on your property. So we need to resolve this. And
Okay. On her piece of property, it was nothing. And then all of a sudden there's a house there and she didn't want the house built there. Someone built the house on her lot.
I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
An attorney for the builder, PJ's Construction, said the developer, Kea'au Development Partnership, hired him to build about a dozen homes on properties the developers bought in the subdivision, where lots...
By the way, $500,000 house. That doesn't look like a lot of house for $500,000.
...are identified...
Location, location, location.
...by telephone poles. PJ's Construction said the developers didn't want to hire surveyors.
See, there's a lot of fingers being pointed between the developer and the contractor and some subs.
The unsellable house became a nightmare. A neighbor who requested privacy said squatters were immediately attracted to the brand new vacant house.
Before they put the fence on this property, there were people coming already to this property, started, looking inside.
When she visited and saw the bathrooms, Reynolds discovered they'd done more than just look.
Both had poop. The hallway one had poop on the floor.
Okay. Now we're getting into something else. This whole squatters phenomenon. How the fuck? And if they are squatting in the house, why can't your shit wind up in the fucking toilet? Why would you do it in the house? I mean, it's surrounded by tall weeds and grasses. At the worst, go shit outside. Why would you shit in the house and then go in the other room?
And it was so disgusting.
Along with the cost of fencing, she's also paying property taxes that went from a few hundred to several $1,000s. The developers tried to settle the issue, offering to swap her their lot right next door or sell her the house at a discount. She refused both offers. Attorney James DiPasquale said she shouldn't pay for what she doesn't want.
It would set a dangerous precedent if you could go onto someone else's land.
He looks like Ryan.
Build anything you want and then sue that individual for the value of it.
After trying to resolve the problem, Kea'au Development Partnership sued PJ's Construction, the architect, the prior lot owner's family, and the county, which approved all the permits for construction.
Oh, my God.
They also sued Ann Reynolds.
It's awful.
Why is she getting sued?
It's awful.
All the parties I spoke to today said they are being reasonable and the others aren't. That's why the developer says he pulled everyone into the lawsuit in hopes a judge can help unravel this mistake. We'll keep you posted. Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
Yeah.
Goes on to find relatives of Native Hawaiians that died in the winds for land from the Hawaiian Homelands Trust. Our Ben Gutierrez has more of the effort to donate.
How annoying is this?
300.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. Cole writes she should sell them her land at a discount. $10 million. Are you kidding me? That is so unbelievable. Holy shit. I don't understand how she could be sued. It doesn't make any sense. That's what Adam says. Suing the owner who was wronged seems reasonable. She's like, why am I getting sued? Just the fact that in an instant that all changes. She's got a beautiful lot. She can't wait to do her hippie ranch or whatever the hell it is. And then she goes there one day and sees there's a goddamn house. Like, what is this? And then worse, she looks in the window of the house and someone shit in the house. Jesus. It's her property. She should just be able to bulldoze the fucking thing. That's what I would do. My God. All right. Couple words from our amazing sponsors. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me get to Kyle. Skip that. I'm going to call Kyle first because I was supposed to call him at like 11, but I totally missed him. But we talked to Kyle on Thursdays. I wonder what he would have to say about this. This exact thing. Hello, Exade. Let's bring him in right now. Here on the high-tech phone line. Of course, I did tell him 11. And I'm late. I'm such a fraud.
Exactly.
Yo!
Well, hello, sir.
How are you, buddy? Sorry I'm so late.
Oh, no, you're cool, dude. I'm chill. I'm chill about it, baby.
So, let's say you owned a piece of property.
Let's say it.
And, you know, you decide to go over there because you're getting ready to start the, you want to build something on it. And then you get there and some dipshit has messed up and built a home that was supposed to be on a different piece of property and built it on your home, on your property. And then
wait. This did not happen to you, right?
No. This is just a story I was talking about on the news. This lady had a nice piece of property, and she's going to build a business on it. And then she goes, she's away from the place for a long time. It hasn't even started building. She goes over there to the piece of property, and there's a house on it. Some asshole has accidentally built a house on her property.
Oh, man, that's so fucking awesome, dude. I mean, the contractor's going to be so fucking pissed. The demo guy's going to make some money, that's for sure. But, yeah, that's wild, dude.
Well, and what's even more bonkers about it, the lady who owns that property, somehow she's getting sued. All she did was nothing.
What the? How's she getting sued?
I don't know. It's what the fuck?
Dude, I love this. Is I just love this is some human being shit right here. You know what I mean? Like, this is just stuff that people do. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah. Whenever you hear stories about this, like, what? How could this possibly be? Who? I mean, just the fact that you're going ahead and suing, I would be afraid the judge would laugh in my face when you got in front of a judge.
Yeah, I know. Let me ask you this fucking question, Alexander. What state is this in? If this is even in the U.S.?
It's in Hawaii.
Hawaii. Ooh, Hawaii. They're a little weird with their land over there, huh?
Well, what's weird is the property was 1 acre. It cost the lady $20,000. The contractor put up the home. It was a pretty modest home, but it was a $500,000 house.
Damn, dude. I feel like the contractor had to have been like Norm Macdonald or something. You know, he's just like he's like I don't know if this is the right fucking place. Just put it up. You know what I mean? Like, just put it up, dude. That's awesome, dude.
So, all right, it's been a week. What did I tell you Thursday was, Kyle? Because I usually warm you up and say, hey, it's a so-and-so Thursday. Are you down?
Yeah, this is actually the one you sent me was one of your more PG ones. You said, yo, it's a pube hair bong hits Thursday. You down? And I said, hell yeah.
Yes. Welcome to a pube hair bong hit Thursday.
Dude, can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine how terrible fucking your life would be? Because, I mean, if you ever you ever have it where you're, I don't know what you're doing in this situation. You're trying to light something okay, let me ask you this question, Alexander. Have you ever had a mustache and or beard before?
Yeah, I've lit my hair on fire before. It smells bad.
Yeah, it smells real fucking bad, dude. That's what I was getting at, dude. A fucking bong hit of pube hair. And pube hair, I mean, it depends on the guy or the lady, you know what I mean? It could be some things living in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knows, dude?
Back in the day, we used to do these crazy ass stunts with this guy named Joe on the radio, and we used to make him do crazy shit all the time. That would have been a good one. Pack a bong full of pube hair and smoke and take a big rip from a bong of pube hair.
Dude, like, it's so, like, my skin's crawling thinking about it, but also I want to fucking see somebody do it, too.
Oh, that was before, like, TikTok videos. If we put this shit on TikTok, man, we'd be the biggest thing going. I'd be boxing Mike Tyson like fucking Jake Paul by now.
Oh man, imagine how awesome that would be as a TikTok channel, though, dude. Like the videos are just visual recreations of the text that you send me. Like that, like the whole series is just like whatever you said last week. Like that's a video. Like that'd be crazy, dude.
Oh my God, yes, yeah. Are you following that thing about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul?
I mean, I know they're gonna fight, but no, not really. What's going on?
Well,
now?
There's all sorts of videos of Tyson training, and the thing is, he looks like he's like 24 years old. It's really remarkable. And
yeah, I did see a little video of him like hitting a punching bag, maybe, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
And my first thought is, at 57 years old, well, conventional wisdom would tell you that any young boxer would beat his ass. But if that's the case, Jesus Christ, that is saying something, because he's so incredibly fast that I just can't believe he's 57 years old, and he looks really good. He's trim and he looks like he's in shape.
Yeah, he's I saw coincidentally not that long ago too, I saw a fucking video of, and I know he's older, of course, but I saw a video of like George Foreman trying to fucking hit some bags or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a huge difference here. Mike Tyson looks way scarier than George Foreman, but George Foreman's probably fucking like 70 something. I don't know how old he is.
Yeah, he did a comeback too way back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to be, my dad got me like when I was like 7. I was like all into like Muhammad Ali and stuff, and like that whole time period of boxing. Then I never boxed or anything. I'm not a killer, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever been punched in the face really bad before?
Oh yeah. I've been in some fights before, Eric Zane.
What was was it like with random people?
So let me preface it by this way. I would never get in a fight if I was sober, because I'm just me. I'm just like chill, you know what I mean? But yeah, so all the fights I've been in were due to the fact that I was in college and hammered. So yeah, that's the only times that like the alcohol was like, you should fucking hit that guy, dude. You know what I mean? So that's the only time it's happened, and I do not like to fight, that's for sure.
Were these like in public settings, like at bars or?
Yeah, so I think one of my fights was actually, I just tell you about it because it's fucking wild, dude. This was one of my buddies from high school, well, we're still buddies, but he went and joined the Army after high school, and like one of the times he came back, you remember that bar that was downtown called McFadden's?
Yes.
So yeah, we went there, and we were getting all liquored up and stuff, and he was like back from the Army, so he had like a bunch of energy to get out, and so we left, and we were gonna walk down the street to Gardella's, and this homeless dude asked him, like, I don't remember, he asked him for some money or something, and I can't really remember what my buddy said, but it was like kind of rude, but like kind of funny. So we just like were laughing our asses off and took off running. Well, it was weird. Like, what's the homeless guy going to do? Kill us or something? But anyway, so we took off and we got a beer at Gardella's, but it was like not happening down there. So we were going to walk back down to McFadden's. And so these dudes cornered us and were like, we saw what you did to that fucking guy. And like, they're getting all in our face. And my buddy, like, I'm telling you, like, even in this situation, though I was drunk, like, I was like, this is not a fighting situation. But my buddy was like, it is, dude. He just started swinging. So we got in a huge like scrum, right? And I mean, like they're kind of like littler dudes in height. So like we were just fucking. My buddy, by the way, is 2 inches taller than me. So you know how tall I am. So we're beating the fuck out of these little guys, right? And then we like right at the end, this dude like whips around. I don't know if it was one of the guys or not, but this dude ran around or got in a car and hit my buddy with the car. I mean, very slow. I mean, it was like right there, so like very slow. And so we beat the fuck out of him or whatever, and then went back into McFadden's. And then there was like that big window by the road, and then we just sat there drinking beer and watched the police come and the ambulance come, and we just watched it all happen, and nobody ever came and got us, baby.
You mean people went to the hospital?
Yeah, dude, it was wild, dude.
Oh my God, you guys must have really kicked some ass there.
So I was my contribution to this fight was maybe like 15 to 20%. Like, you know, like I was like, it was mostly my buddy just like army aggression beating the fuck out of people, dude.
So there's like people bleeding all over. They've got concussions. They're talking to themselves.
Oh, they had to have, dude. They had to have.
God damn, that is incredible.
Yeah, it was wild, dude. And the whole time I was scared shitless. You know what I mean?
You're afraid you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
But nothing happened.
No, I don't think anybody knew it was us, dude. We were just like in McFadden's at that point and just kind of watching it happen. And like nobody was like, "Hey, wasn't that you guys?" We were just all watching together.
All right, what else is going on with you? You got anything cooking on your end? Things that you've seen, things you've heard, things you've watched, people you've talked to.
Eric Zane, this is what's going on. I'm going to fucking Canada tomorrow. A little extended weekend trip with Blue. And so I've been to Canada like one time, but that was I never got out of the car. I just went to the airport to fly to Europe because it was cheaper or some shit like that.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant. Get to the goddamn point.
So anyways, point is, I've never been in Canada and I'm not expecting to like it very much, but I am going to be in Canada.
Well, what the fuck are you gonna do? You just going to Canada? You're going there to drink? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, that's a good question, actually. So we're going to see a concert is like the main reason that we're going. But we kind of made it like an extended weekend trip. It's like I ain't driving to fucking Canada and then just driving right back, you know? So I think we're gonna maybe go see Niagara Falls. I've never seen those fuckers before. And maybe just like dinners and shit.
Okay, so this is a family trip.
No, just me and Blue are going.
You may have said that. So people are watching the kids. You're going to go see the sights and maybe a little sex in there, perhaps. And
undisclosed. Hard to say. Hard to say. Eric.
Hard to
we'll
say
see if I'm on my game.
Yes. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Maybe.
Did you see that Cam Sutton turned himself in from our beloved Detroit Lions? How about that guy?
Turned his ass in, dude. I know it was wild. I was kind of wondering what was going to happen with that. And then, there's a bunch of people online like looking at his mugshot being like, oh, yeah, you can tell he's crazy. And I'm like, I don't know. He just kind of looks like a guy to me. But
so,
for sure, yeah.
This is only a misdemeanor. I mean, it's terrible to assault anybody. But he's being charged with a misdemeanor. Something tells me if he would have just kept his head down and cooperated with police from the very beginning of this, he could wind up either with the same team he was, the Lions, or another NFL team. You know how it is.
Yeah, you definitely running for what was that, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? That was a little wild.
So now he's fucked. I mean, and the story about the guy from the Lions was like, yeah, Cam Sutton, the cops are looking for him, and then he's downstairs lifting weights.
Yeah, just pumping the iron. And I read that story too, and they're like, so we went and told him he should turn himself in or whatever, and then I think what I read was like he got kind of upset about that and just left, and I was like, okay,
that's great. The eclipse happens on Monday. Now, where we are, we're going to get 99% of the sun being covered. Now, that sounds pretty good.
Sick.
That sounds pretty good.
Usually when this shit happens, it's like going in like the fucking like by the like Appalachian Mountains or some shit. So we never get to see anything really cool. So that's pretty sweet.
So I came up with this because if you were to go to like Ohio or Indiana, you can be in the path of what's called totality. And so I don't know if we've talked about this before, but it is quite literally, if you go from 99% coverage to 100%, there's a big difference there. And it immediately gets pitch black for
yeah, man. I would love to be in that so fucking, you know what I mean? Because like, even when you go outside, like at night, I mean, there's the stars, the stars are doing their thing. And plus we live in the fucking city, but that would be fucking really cool to see.
And to think that we've never witnessed anything like that, because when the sun goes down gradually, it takes a while and it's subtle. And then there's always like light that is still lighting up the sky, even though the sun is down. So you're going into total darkness that quickly. It's fantastic. So from what I'm told, the way how the lights suddenly just go out. So
yeah, that'd be great. That's what we should do, Zane. We should just take Monday off, just fucking go down there and shoot some live streams, dude.
Yeah, no doubt. And the thing is, though, what the reason, the point in all this is, there's going to be so many people going that there's going to be massive traffic jams. Knowing our luck, we would be like, 1 mile away from the spot on the road where you have to be.
Man,
And
for sure.
And then, because that is going to happen to people. And the other thing I thought, so they're going to be pissed. And then the other thing I thought is, there's going to be at least one dumb fuck who has no idea there's an eclipse that's about to happen. And he'll be driving down the road somewhere in Ohio, and all of a sudden it goes pitch black, and he thinks the world is ending and crashes or some shit.
Oh yeah, or even like in the half hour leading up to that, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck are these people doing?" You know what I mean? Just get the fuck! I go to work, dude.
Yeah.
What time is this supposed to happen?
I think in the early afternoon, but I'm not 100% positive.
Hell yeah, man! I'm pumped, dude. I am. I love space shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I'm excited about it, but again, we won't be 100% in it, so it's there's a big difference.
Yeah, a little cock tease action.
A little bit. Okay. Anything else that we should discuss that's on your mind?
Well, you know what? I'm just thinking, this is just a live thought coming right to my mind right now. Eric, if you think about it, you probably don't want to be in the 100% totality zone, because I'm reading somewhere right now in my head that I'm making up on the spot that in 100% totality, older dudes that talk about sucking other dudes' dicks a lot, they switch right then. Wait. So you don't want 100% totality, my guy.
I don't talk about sucking other guys' dicks. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I remember you telling. This is probably like 2 months. Well, actually, time doesn't.
I mean,
this could be 6 months ago. Remember you talking about sucking that dude's dick? Remember?
There may have been a joke or two when I was talking about a dick sucking. But I don't wake up every show and go, oh, man, I can't wait to suck some dick today.
Well, no, that is true. That's what I'm saying. It's the 100% totality, though. All right, we'll just switch fucking topics. I messed it up. My bad.
All right, I'm hanging up.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right, have a good one. Hey, are you marketing? Are we talking turkey anytime soon or no?
Yeah, hell yeah, we are, dude. We're actually going through. It's like right now is like when that magazine that we hate is ending. So yeah, it's about to happen, baby. All the shit finally happened after all this time.
That's crazy that it was like like you couldn't get out of it.
Dude, it's fucking the whole thing's it was real shady, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. And there's a bunch of negative reviews online and stuff. And you're like, damn it, dude.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. I will talk to you very soon.
All right, I'll see you guys post Canada, baby.
All right, hey, and what concert are you seeing?
Oh, it's just so it's a band that my wife is into called Lainey. It's like, I think it stands for like LA and New York or something like that. I have to go to these concerts with her because I took her with me to an Alice Cooper concert that she did not want to go to, and she was a fucking trooper. So I have to kind of do these things, you know.
Okay, so is this like one of those folksy lesbo rock bands?
No, so it's I actually think, I don't know, I think there's only like 2 people. I don't really know what's going on with the band. It's kind of like poppy, like every song's like mostly about girls and like love and like relationships and stuff. It's like kind of like a poppy type thingamajig.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, and the funny part is actually, so I went to her with a concert before, and it was the first time I went with her to see Lainey, and like, so I'm like a classic rock concert guy, you know what I mean? So like I'm trying to pump the fists, you know, I'm trying to jam, you know, and allegedly I found out afterwards that that's not what you're supposed to do. So she was like, you're being annoying, and she was like, you gotta like read the room, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't go to pop concerts, so I really don't know what to fucking do there, dude.
So on the tonight they're in Montreal, tomorrow they're in Toronto, and then on Saturday they're in Toronto.
Yeah, and I actually don't know if it's Friday or Saturday that we're going, but it is in Toronto.
Okay. Yeah, they have a lot of great dates. The Fillmore, Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. Then they go to fucking Brazil.
Yeah,
These guys
they're
are happening.
Like relatively popular, I guess. You know, I don't really know because I'm mostly focused on like Alice Cooper and shit, so I don't really know. But I think they're pretty popular, dude.
They look real moody and like a bunch of assholes, frankly.
Oh yeah, they're super moody. Yeah, they're definitely like. I'm pretty sure they're like dudes that I could not hang out with. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we would not vibe.
All right, very, very good. All right, have fun at your Laney concert.
I shall. All right, love you guys.
Yep.
Deuces.
There you go. Kyle, thank you. Chris says brooding angst. Jawline for miles on these guys. Laney Band Wiki. American pop band from Los Angeles, formed in Nashville in 2014. Band consists of guitarist and lead vocalist Paul Jason Klein and drummer Jake Clifford Goss. So one of these bands with like 2 members? That's going to suck dick. Maybe a few session performers in there, but I don't know. How the fuck do people even get turned on to these bands that don't even get played on the radio? Maybe they get played on the radio. I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to talk about current music. I don't even like new rock music these days. Like, new rock bands are just kind of like, ugh. It's not a lot of great rock bands that exist that are new. I think I'm committing to just barely liking Greta Van Fleet. Just barely. And that's even very selective. I can't get past the fucking Muppet voice on the lead singer. It's too much for me. He's so not subtle. I can't handle it. Maureen says she loves them. Yeah, I know. I know you went to go see those guys. Bulls on Parade says Led Zeppelin ripoff. No, that's an insult to Led Zeppelin. They're not a Led Zeppelin ripoff. They are their own band. It's not even close. I wouldn't even say that they sound like a band that's a Led Zeppelin tribute band. I think they'd be much better off if they would kick out the lead singer. That guy kind of sucks. That voice just kills me. It's just too much. By the way, today on the Insane Asylum, I played St. Tristan's Sword. Oh, my God, what a fucking banger. Led Zeppelin. All right. Thank you, Kyle. As always. Your old pal EZ loves talking about things kidney donated related. Too bad I don't have a local donation organization affiliated with the state of Michigan. You remember that deal when Gift of Life fired me because I defended them? I was like a media ambassador partner for them. They banged on my door after the kidney donation and said, hey, you've got a platform, you speak for a living, and you donated a kidney. We can't think of anyone better to have represent us and spread the word about filling out your organ donor card to be a kidney donor in the event of an untimely passing. You're perfect for it. Oh yeah, I'm glad to do it. Let's do it. And then I'm like doing interviews with people whose lives were saved by kidney donation. And I'm encouraging people to go to their website and fill out the donor card so that, you can donate your organs if something bad happens. And I was so greatly offended when this family of crazy fucking losers here in Michigan, Muskegon, Michigan, went apeshit and freaked out. There was one family member who got sick and she ended up dying. And her wishes were to donate her organs. But the family said, no, we can't do that. And they said, well, that's her wishes. Yeah, she doesn't want that now. Well, how do you know? Well, yeah, she told us when she was about to die that she didn't want anyone to take her organs. Now, that's a lie. Okay? It went in front of a judge. And the judge actually said, yeah, you can't take her organs. So the family acted. It was really bad for Gift of Life because these wackos were treating Gift of Life like it was a Nazi SS experiment. And I didn't like that at all. So I made a post on Facebook that said, Kook family refuses to give Gift of Life. And that was it. I get a phone call. Yeah, can you take that down? All right, no problem. That ends. A month goes by, and I get a phone call. Yeah, we've decided that you can no longer be affiliated with us. Why? Yeah, because of that post. It took you a month to figure this out? Yeah, it's just a bad look. The optics. You buzzword overthinking fucks. Fuck you. Oh. So bad. So if this works, what I'm about to tell you, and this becomes the norm, then Gift of Life goes by the wayside. And then I'm like, karma. Because some guy just got a genetically engineered pig kidney put inside of him. Now, we've talked about this before. There's been several trials where they put a pig kidney in a person and it didn't quite work out and the guy died. Well, they figured out the problems. So then they would breed the pigs appropriately to have the right genetic framework so that the kidney would have less of a chance of failing inside of the recipient, the pig kidney. And they figured out that, all right, we got the right pig. So they raised the pig, and the pig's sitting there enjoying its pig day. And then this guy says, I need a kidney. And they go, all right, you lay right there. And they harvest the pig, and they get the kidney out of the pig. They might even let the pig live. I mean, it's got two kidneys, you know. Anyway, they get the kidney out of the pig, and they just put it in this fucker. Cole asks, is the pig okay? Asshole, I just said the pig might be alive. You can't throw that joke out willy-nilly, God damn it. Get your shit together. Well, anyway, they put the pig kidney in dude. And, all right, so they put it in. They're like, I hope this works. Fingers crossed. Probably won't, though. Well, he just went home. He's fucking fine. He's doing well. Here's my man. It's the guy that's seated here. He just got a pig kidney put in him. Rick Slayman is his name. Unfortunate name. Here's the team of docs. All is well for Rick. He just went home. Listen to Cole's joke. You asshole. Hopefully the guy that got the pig kidney also got a ham sandwich. Shut up. Stevie, I hope one of the side effects isn't him getting porky. Shut up! First man to receive a genetically modified kidney transplant from a pig has been discharged from the hospital. He was sent home yesterday, 62-year-old Rick Slayman. He's in the hospital for a couple of weeks. This is the first one that's worked. Success of the procedure so far has been hailed by scientists as a historic milestone in the field of transplantation. Yeah, I'm the only guy who can take a good story like this and say, yeah, hopefully this will end Gift of Life because of what they did to me. That's how petty I am. Question asked, are pigs the future of organ transplants? Maybe. Rick had been battling end-stage kidney disease. That's what was going to kill Jeffrey and required an organ transplant. It was a 4-hour surgery to put the pig kidney into him, which is usually what it takes, if it were any type of kidney. They said Slayman's kidney is now functioning well and he is no longer on dialysis. In a statement, Slayman said being able to leave the hospital and go home was one of the happiest moments of his life. I'm excited to resume spending time with my family, friends, and loved ones, free from the burden of dialysis that has affected my quality of life for many years. In 2018, he had been given a kidney transplant from a deceased donor. However, it began to fail last year, and doctors raised the idea of a pig kidney transplant. My God. For the procedure, the hospital said it drew from its history as being behind the world's first successful human organ transplant, a kidney, in 1954. So they have a long history of this. I never forget the story that was described to me. Of course, I was under, but they took my kidney out of me. And they literally, after they get it out of me, they put it in a bucket. And Jeffrey is in the hospital room next door. His body they've begun the procedure and have him ready to go. And like, all right, we're ready, bring it in. And so it's been out of my body for seconds. They put it in a bucket and they walk it across out of the hall. Hey, can you imagine if the guy tripped and dropped it? And somebody stepped on it in the hallway. Holy shit. And they bring it into the other operating room. The doc goes, thank you. He puts it in Jeffrey and starts the process of hooking it up. And I'm sure there's a lot of details that I'm missing, but it's the color of a chicken breast now. It's lost all of its luster to it. And then after all these vessels are hooked up on my man, he starts typical, almost if you're doing plumbing. He's releasing the clamps to begin, after it's all been secured and hooked up, ready to go, starts to slowly introduce blood flow to my kidney that is in Jeffrey. And they describe it, the nurses, so then it, as the blood enters the kidney, like a stoplight, it just goes bam, and it turns bright red. Oh my God, crimson. And they're looking for leaks. It's like when you hook up do your plumbing in your house, they're looking for leaks. Looking for leaks. If there's a leak they got to repair, they go, no leaks. Put it back together again. And they put it in the front of you. And they leave the other 2 kidneys that are all fucked up still in there. Get a damn pig kidney. That's fantastic news. I love that. I love hearing that. Chris says there was a plane crash a number of years ago into Lake Michigan, and they were transporting a heart for transplant. Oh, my God. Can you imagine the guy in the operating room? And they're like, okay, this is your big moment. This is your big moment. You've been waiting. Your dream has come true all that period of time. That poor son of a bitch that's on the table getting ready to get the new heart. It's coming. They're flying it in. It's over Lake Michigan right now. Here, we can even track it on the monitor. And it's flashing, and then all of a sudden it's gone off the radar. It's like that Malaysian flight. It just disappeared. What do you mean? Maybe we lost Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Well, no worries. ETA, 40 minutes. ETA, 10 minutes. Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, we got a problem. The plane crashed. Right now, there's fish eating that guy's heart. Tyler says they yanked your kidney out. Then the surgeon started strumming on your spermatic cord like a guitar string. still bothers me to this day. It's the only side effect that I've had. Kenny says, hey, mate, I've always loved the story of how well that new kidney worked for Jeffrey. Would you tell it again? Okay, I'll tell it again, Kenny, just for you. When Jeffrey's about to get the kidney, the various waste products that have been building up in his system because of non-functioning kidneys are at a very, very high number. The one in particular is called creatinine. Creatinine. And when you go to the next time you get your blood work on your physical, your creatinine number is likely going to be 1. That's the variable. They're always looking for the number 1. Anything even above it a little is a, why is that doing that? This number should always be number 1. Jeffrey's was at a 22. That's how much poison. It's just a byproduct of your metabolic systems or whatever the fuck, or waste systems. His is at 22, and they put the kidney in. And every subsequent test of creatinine as the minutes passed was like 19 and a half, 17, 14, 12, 8, 4, 0.95. Like it dropped that quickly. By the end of the day, that kidney, I described it as, was like a pissed off maid inside of his body. Meanwhile, they told me, EZ, your creatinine is 1.2. You will always have a variable higher than 1. So basically, his is better than mine. That fucker. All right. There's always a million stories about that. God, that was such a magical adventure. Seriously, it was. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of that. The only thing I didn't enjoy was the discomfort afterwards, but it eased. No big deal. When they put me under, oh, God damn, I'll never forget that. The guy who was the anesthesiologist, he was a fellow drunk. And because I said to him, he goes, this is like being intoxicated. Have you? I go, I haven't been drunk since 1996. He goes, oh, are you a friend of Bill W? Yes, I am. He goes, so am I. I go, oh, okay. That's our secret handshake. Oh, okay. Friend of Bill W. Okay, all right. He goes, well, and he goes, yeah, 8 years. I go, oh, that's great. 26 or 24 or 23. Oh, wow, you're a legend. I go, no, I'm not. What are we doing? Anyway, moving on. And he says, okay, I'm going to put this medicine into you, and you're going to feel like you're drunk. I go, oh, my God. And boy, was it. And so he goes, okay, here we go. And he puts it in, and I'm like, whoa, oh, my God. Hell, I remember you. Where have you been? Oh, man. All right. Yes. Fuck yeah. And then I remember feeling really important because they wheeled me into that fucking hospital room or in the surgery room. And there was a lot of physicians in there and top nurses and people to monitor every fucking system. There's probably 15 people in there. And they're all just like treating me like I'm Elvis. And I'm like, fuck yes, everybody suck my dick. Yeah. The fucking man is here. I am saving lives. I am helping people rise from the dead. I got something in common with Jesus. Fuck you. Yeah. Here I come, bitches. The king is here. I'm the man. Oh, I was so loving that much attention. And they're all like, holy shit, here he comes. And I'm like, oh, in my mind, there was like an intro song. I'm like, yes, here I come. Whoa. Yeah. I'm ready, bitches. Let's do this. The fucking king is here. Woo. Then I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck just happened? And Diana is sitting there. She's been there for like 2 hours. I go, what are you doing? You're coming out of it. I go, I am. Yeah. Oh. Holy shit. And I go, well, you got to get the doctor in here. She goes, why? I go, because he left something in. There's like a fork in there or something. And she goes, there's nothing inside you. I go, no, you got to. And sure enough, this Dr. Grish, he comes in. He was on the podcast with me, Grish. I go, Grish, you fucked up. Why do you say that? I go, because there's something in there. I can feel it. You have something in my body right now, and you need to go in and take it. He goes, Eric, I assure you, there are no instruments in your body. I go, bullshit. There's like a pliers in there or a fucking chisel. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's there. Get this shit out of me, Grish. He goes, how's your pain medicine? I go, what pain medicine? He goes, have they been giving you pain medicine? I go, I haven't had any medicine. He looks at a chart. He goes, nurse. And I have nothing in it. I don't even have a goddamn Tylenol on me. They were supposed to give me 2 different medicines that are very powerful. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Get me addicted to some opiates, stat. Give me like a couple tablespoons of fentanyl. And then it got better because they gave me a shot and then gave me the pills. And I was like, oh, thank God. Oh, shit. I could go on. There's a million stories from that day. Kenny says, yet Gift of Life says, thanks, but no thanks. Makes 0 sense. Yeah, fuck those assholes. They can suck my dick. What a bunch of bullshit. You don't fire me. You don't fire Jesus. Okay, I shouldn't say that. It's a couple days after Easter, for fuck's sake. It's still the Easter season. You can't call yourself Jesus. What an idiot. All right. Thank you, as always, to the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. If you are ready to jump into a mortgage, have me break the ice for you. That's what Blue State Rob did. He's gotten to the point. He's becoming a big boy because, he's been working his ass off. And he says, he's been talking about getting a mortgage, getting my own place. He's ready. So he reached out to Mario, and I was in on that too. Thank you for including me. Mario is hooking him up with the right people. No matter where you are in the U.S., 231-332-6505 for the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. They are awesome. They are the best. Anywhere in the U.S., just call Mario, mention me, or send an email if you want, or ask me to introduce you. I'll do that too. 231-332-6505 for Mario and his team at the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Vouch merges creators with small businesses. I have a Vouch store. You're like, what is that? He's been talking about that for a while. You go to vouch.store/Eric Zane and you see the products that are for sale on my Vouch store. Pet products, hygiene, percussion massagers that you turn on and it's like, oh my God, it's like a jackhammer making my muscles feel good. You can get one of those. Not to mention camp craft cocktails. So much fun. I wish I drank. Vouch.store/Eric Zane. Mentioned Impact Power Sports earlier. Hey, go to impactpowersportsmi.com and check out the selection of terrific power sports products. Side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, UTVs, Yamaha golf carts that they can trick out and make look any way you want. They've got a complete service department, too. Look at the selection on their website, impactpowersportsmi.com, or visit them in Rockford, Michigan along 14 Mile Road. Thank you, Impact Power Sports. And then my man, Joe Martinez, 616-516-8579. One of a long list of friends of mine who have brown faces, Love my brown faces so much. 616-516-8579 for Joe Martinez. Call him up. Thank him for being here and doing such an amazing job and having such a wonderful business where he helps people who have issues with their heating and cooling in their homes or maybe a water heater. 616-516-8579. You want it done right, have a hardworking Mexican do it. 616-516-8579. All right. Your asshole of the day brought to you by TC Paintball. It's related to me. My MAGA-loving pal is your asshole of the day. God damn, what an idiot. Yeah, I won't be calling you anymore. Be another 2 years off after that. Why? Why go out of your way to do that? I don't understand. It's so stupid. That is it, the asshole of the day. Thanks, folks. I will talk to you on the Patreon. We'll be starting momentarily. Till next time, have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.